Alright, YouTube. We're back again, starting up a new game. This is SteamWorld Dig, a fistful of dirt. Pop was just asking about it. So, basically, what this game is, Pop, is you play in a world that is inhabited by robots. And you play as the robot on screen right now that's walking through the desert. His name is, you'll find out in the game, but his name is Rusty. And he comes to town because he gets a letter, I believe, from his uncle saying that he's either passed away or needs him to come help him with something. And as you play, you mine. The main gameplay is mining. So you're mining your way underneath the town, and you discover this big mystery involving a whole bunch of different aspects of the underground areas of the world. So, and you can see I've got two other slots. So this top one is the first time I played the game. This is one I started to do some. Slot C is one I started to do some speedrun stuff in the game, or some stuff that's timed. But we'll start up a whole new game. I don't know if it's got anything in the beginning of this or not. Welcome to Tumbleton. Nuts for gold. Population 3. Myself back up. Actually move myself over here. I'll be blocking the map if I don't. Nothing around. Not really. It's literally just mining. This has no real basis in life. Because like I said, the world's inhabited by nothing but robots and stuff, Bob. Well, I don't reckon I'll get out the way I got in. Could be part of my uncle's mine, I guess. All it needs is a splash of paint. Alright, yeah, so his uncle calls him about his mine. Better explore it before the rest of my lot dwindles. Then we meet this character. Dorothy. Say, what do you think you're doing? Your dramatic entrance just caved in the roof. I'm sorry, miss. My uncle sent me the claim to this mine. That's right, he sends you the claim to it. I was heading to Tumbleton to find out why when I fell through. Oh, you're Joe's nephew. He's been gone a while. I've been sneaking down here mining what little I can, and I just found him. I'm sorry. You should go see for yourself. There's a lot in that in real life. Well, yeah, I mean, there is a lot of that, but I mean, there's no bearing on the game in regards to that. Because there are some games that do pull directly from real life. But yeah, I mean, it's been a while, Uncle. Sorry I didn't make it here before you left us. You always claimed we were so much alike. Can't say I understand why you sent me the claim, though. I'm no miner. Well, I hate to rob you of your plunder. If I could just borrow your pickaxe, I might get out of this calaboose. Well, yeah, it's probably hard to see, but the guy right here laying in the rubble, that's his uncle. Need to dig, that's right. So you found a pickaxe, you do look a proper miner with it. That's good. The lever opening the door out of here got buried when you dropped in. You'll have to clear out a tunnel below us to get to it. Find the lever. So, yeah, not a great start. Doing this stuff, pretty sure the story wants you to go up the ladder, but you can just go ahead and do some mining just to get some gems in. Save some time. It's like already filled one whole slot just with one gem. We're out of lines. Go ahead and go up. Handled that mine like a real pro. Seeing as you're the new owner and all, maybe you should keep it open. Bring any ore you find back up to me and I'll give you a fair rate for it. This town sure can use it. I'm Dorothy, by the way. Now why don't you try mining some precious stones? Very good luck. Looks like you're getting the hang of it. You should go see my daddy at the upgrade shop. He'll fix that pickaxe so you can dig even deeper. No need to tell him you saw me down there earlier, though. Nope. Now I've got something to work with. What do you have, then? That pickaxe should let you take on harder dirt deeper down. When I was scavenging for ore, I found something else too, okay? I want to check it out. Joe used to bring up all sorts of stuff down there. Careful though. Critters have been a bit feisty around the mountain around the time you went missing. Jupiter. I see a new face in town, especially such a handsome one. Don't get many newcomers, folks are more likely to move in the other direction. So, you're a new miner. Sorry to see old Joe finally go. He'd not looked well for some time now. You're a quiet fellow just like him, huh? You just let me do the talking. Alright. Try to stay at a certain line just so I can make sure I'm getting as much as I can as I go. I always succeed at it. I'll choose in chat if anybody wants it. Also, so you see like this lantern here? If I was to break this dirt block its own, it would disappear, and then you would lose what light it gives you from its point. So I try to avoid that. Back up. One of the biggest annoyances in this game, as I recall, is you can get unlucky enough to where, so you see certain gems have more value than others. So the trashium on the far left at the bottom of the screen, you can pick up 4 of them. The one in the middle, I don't remember what it was, you can pick up more of it, but I haven't found any. These, yeah. Yeah, I've seen people go like a week without catching stuff in Glasses chat. Then we got, I think it's the Citron, can't remember, but it costs a full bar just to get it. So you could get unlucky enough and say I could have not found but one trashium. Find anything? Well, a little bit. That is not enough to buy the pickaxe. So we'll just head back down. Yeah, so you can get that unlucky with it, unfortunately. And you gotta run all the way back up just to clear space for it. Ads are going to start in about a minute, y'all. That's copper's what that is. Like you would imagine. Let's go up so we can get well, no, nothing's full unless, like I said, I can dig those up, and if they're copper, I can pick a few more of them up. But since I don't know for sure, just go ahead and go back up here, sell them, and get the next pickaxe. Got the next level. So you're keeping your uncle's mine open. Dangerous place. Lost my leg to a shiner while fixing an O2 in the tunnels. Guess I can mend it myself, but Color's barons are the worst shot. Said in the old country. Still, we're a mining town. Can't really get along without a mine now. What do you have? Do I have enough? It's not too annoying to pick that shit, so let's get more space. Oh, you also have these you can buy. You can refill your health if you need to. But you can buy, obviously, upgrades, but you can buy these, which are consumables that you can buy before that. 4 lanterns or 5 ladders to place around to help you. So you can dig yourself into a spot where you can't get back up. Because of like spacing issues, because you can wall jump just straight up. But I've had times, I remember in my first playthrough of this, where I could not get back up a certain way. Usually because I was wanting to find more gems of some kind that I missed. So yeah. Don't need to use those, and I try to avoid buying them just because I feel like it's a waste of money compared to various upgrades. And I'm not sure comparatively how much money is in this place with the gems. I don't know if there's more than enough to get everything, just enough to get everything, or what have you. So play a little on the conservative side of it. Make sure I can get as much of many of the upgrades as possible. This got to come back. Cross and grab this one. Now we have our first cave, which are areas that can. This one is a story one you have to be in, but you will find. But you will find gems in these areas as well. So it's always good to try to come in here with at least some space. I would rather have like 2 spots just to be safe. You never know as you're digging, unless you're just paying attention to it. Got stuff like these mini puzzles. You need to knock this rock down to be able to get this one. I thought there might have been another gem down there. It's not. Water, your jump, your water, your light. There's more stuff to grab here, but we need other abilities before we can go with that. This one as well, since it's right here. At this point, the likelihood that I'm just going to straight up find poppers and nice and see what that got. Open. Dang, what's that on your feet? Never seen anything quite like that. Did you find that in the cave? You think Joe left it there for you? Maybe there's more in the mine somewhere. Did you show it to my father? You really should. Well, I want to get my money first. What's going on, though? Doing alright. Played some COD Zombies earlier with Brian. Now I've moved on to our new game for the week. So you found one of Joe's caves, did you? Don't know what unnatural stuff he was up to down there. Cogs and steam, that I get. He meddled with some weird things, he did. Sometimes I'd let him stack some up here in my store, weird glowing stuff. I'd rather seen him store it in the cave he dug deeper down. What do you have, dude? This game does seem very you. I don't know what that means, so I'm going to assume you're insulting me, and now you're banned. Hope you're ready. Grab the next pickaxe upgrade. 50 and 75. Yeah, I never really, well, I kind of do know what people mean when they say that, because I know when, like, I hear some people talk about like life simulators being glasses coated or Zoe coated, Sailor T. That I kind of understand, but I don't know what that means in terms of me. I don't know if I would really have, because I don't know if it's like if it's a genre thing, if it's an aesthetic thing, more when people say stuff like that. I would assume genre would be the easy way to do it. Because like life sims are easily like the kind of game glasses plays the most. So it's like with Fields of, I think you say it Mystria. That's how that game is called. You know, when I saw her start playing that, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense that Glasses is playing this game. Well, yeah, I know it obviously means that they would enjoy it, but I've never understood, because, like, I don't know, like, my mix of games is, like, extremely eclectic. Like, I can easily tell you games I don't care to play, which are like, I don't care for racers, and I think racing games are like the easiest one for me to say. And like, I don't care if a game has racing elements, but I do not care for playing racing games in and of themselves. Oh, in sports games, I don't really care for. The only set of sports games I ever cared for was the what was it? I think it was the Blitz series. It was like NFL Blitz and MLB Blitz, maybe. I don't remember what series of games it actually had other than NFL. But those were neat. Probably because they had like the ability to go super violent with your characters. But I mean, I play like shooters and just games that, like, I don't know what. This is obviously a game I like. I played a lot of it. I played the second one. Yeah, I guess that would be one of those games. Not necessarily a mystery game specifically. Like, if that was what the game was built around, I probably wouldn't enjoy it. But I do exploration. That would probably be the best way to say it. I love exploring in worlds, and basically I'm the exact opposite of Ray. Where Ray doesn't give a shit about story. He does like exploration games because he's played a few of those, like Metrovanias. He's a fan of. But I'm very interested in immersing myself in the lore of a world. I'm one of those people where if I read a book series, you know, I get like that kind of stun lock when I finish, where I'm like, what am I supposed to do with myself now? Which I'd have it less with the video games because you're actually playing it and you can kind of, feels more like you're the one there than when you're reading, to me. Which is probably one of the reasons gaming became my hobby. But yeah, that's like another game. One of the games I considered playing. Okay, that's told I made. Damn right I do. I don't have it. Head back up. Another game that I'm playing right now that I considered to make the game we were playing, but I didn't feel like, because I'm a good ways in on just a personal playthrough, and I didn't want to start a new one in the middle. I think it's on Game Pass, I'm pretty sure. It's called Anucard, Aunchard. And I don't know how to describe it other than it's like kind of old school RPG stuff. Let's see what we got here now. Look at that big boy. Look at the almighty Chungus. Chungus Toad over here. Would you say it was? Yeah, you said Toad specific. That's what I thought. Yeah, I was. Yeah, when I saw your going live thing, I was like, "What the fuck? Why is Gnome live at like fucking 9 o'clock in the morning, or like 9:30?" But I'm really enjoying that game, and like got book club later. That makes sense. Give you a nice pick me up treat. Oh yeah, this is the one up here. We don't have enough money. So 50, 75, 75, and we need 3 of the boards. But I'm really enjoying that game because it's got like a kind of an old school. It's a dungeon crawler, but it's got like the old school, like just having to learn the mystery of the RPG. There's not really an RPG element to it. The most you have is like you have a ability to summon a spire, and you can change how that spire. Oh no, well, I guess technically it's got a bit of one, but it's like there's a tree in the game that is a mix of like giving yourself different abilities, but also you're like renovating the town you're in, or it's not a town, it's like a village, and that's kind of a skill tree, but it's not just that. It's like you can increase your abilities, or you can make the place you live in look better because they've experienced like a famine or something. I don't think it's in recent years, but in the not too distant past, they've dealt with like disasters. There was a piece. Yeah, here it is. So you're like trying to help fix up like various things. You help fix up like one of the main things they do for food is like seaweed. So you help make more racks for the person that like gathers the seaweed, so they can gather more of it or dry more of it out. You help fix the irrigation system is one of the options, and so on and so forth. But I'm having a good time learning the mystery of that world. That's, like I said, two of my favorite series in the last like 5 to 10 years. I don't know, it might be even longer than that because time has no meaning anymore. Let me go back up because I see the ones above us here. Two series that have done that really well for me is Doom and Doom Eternal, and then Blasphemous 1 and 2. Because they have a thing in those games that is basically everything you pick up essentially has some kind of lore attached to it. And I love that kind of stuff. I love just reading through it and learning how a world connects around to itself. Again. So when I played Doom, I think it's Doom 2016, so 8 years it's been since that game came out, and I realized you could read. There is a shiny trap engine in chat if anybody would like it. But I realized like every weapon you get has lore that you can read, and I love when the lore can also attach itself to the game. So in the Doom 2016, you had a pistol as your like main like weapon that had like unlimited ammo. They took it out in Doom Eternal, but when you read the article for it, when you get it, it tells you that it has some kind of attachment to it that basically, if I remember correctly, it reads. It takes like a small amount of the energy that you produce by moving around, so walking, jumping, all that, and converts that into energy that can be fired. And I don't know how best exchange rate. Oh, the only one. So I love seeing that, like being given a reason. Why does this pistol have essentially infinite ammo that never runs out? And that being tied to something in lore is something I like to see. Another game that does that is put it in the bigger pouch again. What is it? Serious Sam. At least the first edition, when you get the revolvers, either the first one or the dual set, it's got a thing in there that's like, oh, these revolvers have been have a piece of equipment from basically the enemy, the guy that's the enemy boss in that series. His name is Mental. Is the alien's name in that game. But it says that they have reverse engineered some kind of tech from Mental's army that allows it to have a endless supply of ammunition. And I'm just like, absolutely fucking give me that shit. Give me a reason why this exists, because I would love to know why. I love knowing why. I love the why of things. There's not a lot of games that translate that very well, because obviously it's way more important for a game to make sure its gameplay elements work together than it is to make like the tiny little details for it. But I still like seeing that as much as I can. I'm not sure if those guys explode next to a gym, if it just destroys the pocket for it, or if it opens it. I do know that if you were to... There's been a few... So, there's one right here. This, like... I don't know what... I think these are like... a pet, like a... I don't know what to call it, gray. I don't know what color this stone is, but it's got like blue flecks in it. If you were to knock the block out from underneath it, which I've done a few times, like this. Well, I can't do it now because this guy busted my block I was standing on. Let's see. Well, I can't do it now. Well, I can do it this way. So like that, it will fall, and if it falls on an enemy, obviously it will kill them. But if you have a loose gem, so like, so that's a loose gem there. If that rock was to fall on it, that boulder, it would crush it. And I had a bunch of times in my original playthrough, yes, where I lost a lot of gems because I would be trying to grab a gem and accidentally open a block like that. And then crush it without meaning to. So that's something you gotta watch out for too. And like I said, I think there's more than enough gems in this to get... There's definitely enough to get you through the game with enough upgrades. I don't know if there's enough to literally do everything. Like if there's more than enough, just enough, or if you gotta play it just right to make sure you have enough. I mean, you're not going to have a hard time playing this game and getting the upgrades for any of the stuff you get, but as I've said before, I want to do as much in the game as I can within reason. I'm not going to force 100% of a game that's not rather simple. Getting close to being full again. Copper. I don't think you can pretty much. Okay. Come on. Alright. I'll head back up. So yeah, I guess maybe that tracks for this kind of game. But that's what I would wonder is like, I'm assuming since you said that about knowing that it crushes it, you've seen this game somewhat. No. But did you know that there's like a mystery involved with this game when you're playing through it? Because if you didn't, then I wouldn't understand why you would think the game is me-coded without knowing that offhand. I don't know that I've really... I mean, this and then Stranger's Wrath are the only two games I've played that had a Western aesthetic. Well, me and Amos played Evil West, but that was before I was uploading, and that was before you were watching, before you found me. But other than that... Let's pick X now. What are we up to? We need 75 now. Gameplay and story. Yeah, that's the other thing I was wondering. I was like, maybe it's the Western aesthetic, and maybe that's more just because I played Stranger's Wrath just before this. I'm still mad at that fucking game and the ending in it. God, those ending boss fights were fucking god-awful. Or not the ending boss fights, but the ending, double like mini boss fight and then that fucking run up to it, the time to run through. Oh my god, I'm still fucking angry about it. Oh yeah, I need to go back to this stuff. Yeah. Should have broken through that first. one thing people can say about me, it's that I am very, very story driven. I'm one of those people that were complaining for the last like 10 or so years. I think it was when like battle royales and like big multiplayer games were all coming out a lot. I was one of those people constantly saying, hey, I need my single player story driven games, or, you know, I'm fucking out. Because I don't play a lot of multiplayer in and of it myself. The only time I do is if I'm playing with other people, and very few friends of mine even have time for that kind of shit anymore. So here's a good example of what I was talking about earlier. To get this, I'm going to have to break this, and the gem will drop immediately, but that rock is going to take a second and then drop. So you have to time that kind of stuff to make sure you don't get crushed. Then we found the teleporter, just a quicker way to get around. What have you got for me? Upgrade teleporter. Right, so I said earlier there's a few consumable items in this game you can buy. Wreckage bought it. And it was like the ladder and the lamp. You don't really need them. You can grab them if you think you need to help you in situations, or if you might need them. The teleporter, on the other hand, is very good because it can let you put shortcuts in very strategic places. But it also costs, you have to use the orb currency to buy it, and that's the only way to get them. And that stuff is limited, I'm pretty sure. There is not an infinite amount. There is a finite amount of those around. We just got the pickaxe. Let's see if it matters an upgrade. But yeah, I will always take, I don't know why I came down here. I just came through the damn teleporter. I need to go back there. I will always go for a story-driven game than I will anything else. Let me learn about interesting people and interesting worlds. See what their lives are like, so I ain't gotta worry about mine for a while. I disparage people who are on it. The only time I've ever seen something to deal with like doing multiplayer, being multiplayer first, is I don't understand the people who play Call of Duty games and the first thing they do is go straight into multiplayer. Like, that is an insane thing to me. Because like, the first time I played a Call of Duty game was Modern Warfare 2, I believe. Under advisement of a friend of mine, because we were looking for more multiplayer games to play other than like Halo. I think that was the only other thing we played. But when I got the game, you know, I played through the story because I'm a story guy, and they weren't around to play at the time. And then we started playing those, you know, just like, you know, fucking teenage boys are wanting to do. But then I found out from at one point, and this wasn't the only game, Halo, there's Halo players that do this too. There are people that day one, as soon as a game drops, go straight into the multiplayer, and I'm like, alright. I mean, nowadays you might could understand it because some of these series have been around a while, and for the most part, they're the same every time, but how did you do that in the original few games when they're changing stuff like every other time or every other game? And I'm like, you gotta play the story of a game to figure out the mechanics in it. Like, come on, man. Nope, they just went straight into it, and they're like, we'll figure it out. It's good on them. I couldn't fucking do it. I suck at multiplayer, so I want to know the mechanics outright. Enemies, because I still don't know how to rotate the profile. I mean, I'm just, like anything you ever do, you can just run straight into it and figure it out. But feel like you're putting yourself at a disadvantage doing that. Get some lunch while we're working. Alright now. Have some good lunch. Hope it's good, whatever you get. I had some pizza right before we got well, actually, while I was playing the Call of Duty, and I finished it off when we started. So. That's where we're supposed to go. I think it tells you what this is. There you go. Let's say I think that tells you somewhere in here what you need to do. So brute force it. So up here. Over and damn it. Like I said, you always want to try to come into these areas with that with like at least a couple of open slots just to try and get everything without having to return, but it doesn't always work out that way. This is one of the best examples of this shit. Grab it. And see, if that had been something I was full on or a new gym, I couldn't have got it and it would have just been crushed. It's the risk you take. What's going on? The short while Joe spent on the surface, he'd hang around the bar, usually by himself, scribbling away at his notes. I found this old napkin he doodled on. Looks like, sort of like a map, don't it? He's writing something on it too. Alright. So we'll put all this shit up. You found more of that strange technology. Weirdo, it just fits you like that. Like it's made for you. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. You went down there anyway? Big-headed just like your uncle. He always went his own way too. If I can't dissuade you, might as well help you figure some of it out. I don't want my daughter having to shoulder the work of another of my smiling. What do you have? We could wait and get the big pouch. Yeah, we'll wait on it just so we can grab that. Not really worried about the, it's not taking too long to dig through everything right now. Oh, I need to go back in here and grab this stuff. Oh, it just leads up to this area. Get out of here. Hotch Bros in chat. Look at that shit. What's going on, Austin? back up there. Man, fuck the punch, bro. What? Oh shit, rematch me. Maybe. He might show back up. Oh yeah, see, there he is. Galvantula the Hunch Crow. Whatever it might be. Potter? No, that's an enemy from Paper Mario. Hard I see. Says you. There you go, Austin. You didn't get the bird, but you did get the Potter. But most of this stuff in my own hands. This one. Have the deep tank next. Hop up there. There. See that robot stick? Not sure which one you talking about there, boss. I don't think I really want it. Oh, the one with the crutch. Yeah. Oh. slots are filled with single bar gems. A lot of gems. The tank itself doesn't really mean anything to get a loader upgrade. At least to me, anyway. Alright. Sleep there. Next level. Steam jump water drain. These add-on pressure chambers will much. Yes. Since it didn't have an orb post. Although we can grab the care about grabbing. You know what? I want to call it there because I can feel myself just falling out. Close my eyes like 3 or 4 times there. This is gonna make the YouTube VOD short because I did. For y'all, it'll be like an hour, but I've been live for about 2 hours 20 because I did some. I think I said it earlier. Co-op with a friend of mine earlier before the stream for the day, so yeah, sorry this is gonna be a shorter video YouTube, but like I said, I can feel myself and I know I've like drifted, you know, the quick like nod off for a second like 3 or 4 times right there before I got out of the mine for the last time, and I don't want to keep playing if that's what I want to do. So again, sorry for the shorter video YouTube, but we'll be back with this Thursday, and we can do a better stream of it then. But YouTube, thank y'all for watching. Y'all take care, and we will catch y'all next time.